What up, traders? Oh, sorry. There was a bear that just entered the room in the market, and we just had to shoo it away. Just go shoo, shoo, shoo. Give it like a Scooby snack or something, and let it go sit in the corner there for a little bit. Anyways, all joking aside, that was kind of completely stupid. But what up, traders? What up, investors? Ken here from Dyslexic Investor, and thank you for tuning in to another fantastic video. Today, we're going to be talking about Andrew left, Citron report, talking some key stocks. We're going to be looking at, they're no longer doing short reports, blah, blah, blah. They're going to be doing long reports, which they always have been, and kind of looking at those benchmarks. Before that being said, got two things. If you wanted to skip these little adverts, just go 30 seconds, 45 seconds in the future. So first one is going to be the try Audible. Audible, I love it. I listen to all my books via Audible through my wonderful earbuds, and I do it on while I'm doing work, trading the markets, taking a walk, taking a shower. No, I'm just joking. But that being said, definitely check that out below. And also the Amazon books as well was what I'm currently reading, looking at charts, options, all kinds of technical stuff. Then last but not least, the Tastyworks account. So Tastyworks account is what I use for trading. I know a lot of people are pretty upset with Robinhood, and I'm kind of upset with everything that's really transpired this whole week as well. But that being said, if you want to open up an account with Tastyworks of $2,000 or more, you have a opportunity to select 10 options or 100 free shares when you open up an account of $2,000 or more. So again, those links are down in the description below. Let's go ahead and just kind of get into this jazz show here. Of course, yes, we see our friend Mr. Andrew left. You probably have known him. He comes on CNBC. He'll talk about some kind of short report. He'll say like, I think Coca-Cola is going to zero because the polar bear was killed by I don't know, whatever, by PETA. But it was Coca-Cola is going to zero because PETA thinks it's not appropriate or something. Whatever reasons it is, it's always something oddly skewed in either direction, which is. It's a short report, so you got to take it with a grain of salt. Again, most of the times when people put out a short report, they are short the stock. With that being said, again, they are coming out and saying they are no longer doing short reports, and they're going to be switching and focusing, not switching, they've always done it, but they're going to be focusing to the long opportunities. And it's just like blah, blah, blah. Of course, he got a lot of headlines in the sense of saying GameStop's going to basically zero. Of course, GameStop's only at, let's see what GameStop is at. It's only at 325, so we got a little bit to go to zero there. Mr. Andrew left, but anyways, all the funnies aside, the thing I wanted to highlight too, which I didn't know, that is, it said in 2020 the performance of Citron Fund showed its long recommendations were upon an average of 121% from the recommendation date percent returns on the point of the stock left said. So basically, hey, if you followed us, we could have made 121%. But again, that is in a perfect world. But if you want to talk about a perfect world, we just can waddle our way to ARK Invest. And if you just bought ARK Invest AARK for the year to date, you would be up 152% in that moment. So anyways, just a little food for thought, just to kind of remember on, again, if you're not familiar with ARK Invest, they're a very active fund. So thank you, Kathy. Let's give a little high five. Boop. Kathy, and if you're listening, so two shout outs. Costco, if you're listening, I love this stuff. I'd love to be a sponsor for Costco or Kirkland Brands. And next would be Kathy. Let's do a virtual coffee hour or something and just have a chit chat. Would love to do that with Chamath Papatil as well. So let's get that rolling. Get the counters working. Get my assistant talking to your assistant. I don't have an assistant actually. It's just me and my little bull here. It's just me and the bull is my assistant. And actually, don't forget, I got Wally as well here. So Wally is going to be keeping me company, and of course all my paperwork and all my other stuff around there, and my coffee. So that being said, that's a little food for thought. I kind of want to make this a little bit more entertaining due to the whole week was kind of very disappointing and negative due to multiple factors of just basically the larger hedge funds, billionaires, and everything just kind of stepping on our throats a little bit. That didn't feel very good, and it still doesn't feel good, to be quite honest with you. So wanted to kind of make this a little bit more a funner episode. So we're going to be kind of going back in time to look at when ARK, again, if you remember, ARK used to be completely just outly short, just very utterly the largest bear in the room on Tesla. And they always said, oh, Tesla's going back to zero, blah, blah, blah. They're having problems. And let's be honest, like they did have a lot of problems, but this is somewhat Monday quarterbacking kind of scenarios where we're seeing, of course, Tesla, one of the most best return stocks in the last couple of years. And this really has proven itself from that standpoint. With that being said, we can kind of look at their report on when they changed their mind. So this is basically when Citron realized, like, holy moly guacamole, what are we doing here? This is probably the greatest stock ever, and changing their overall, maybe not to that full extent, but to the extent of like, hey, Tesla might be a good, compelling story, and it might have a chance to run. So again, this came out the what is this? October 23rd, 2018. So just remember 2018 in October, and we'll look at the chart here when we're done with this. Basically, this is, again, if you remember, this is when Tesla and a lot of those short report folks, a lot of hedge funds that were short Tesla at the time, they had the drones flying over the factory and seeing the tents. They're like, look at these idiots. They're building cars in tents and da-da-da-da, giving crap about, because again, it was basically Tesla's really proving ground of getting that Model 3 out and people actually buying them and orders being filled. Because again, the whole, what's that game called with the bricks? Oh my gosh. Where you pull the brick outs and everything, the Jenga. Yeah, so it's basically, if you had the Tower of Tesla here, okay, and you had Elon Musk pulling that last cube out, and everyone on the sidelines was betting like, I bet you Tesla's going to zero. I'm betting Tesla's going to crash. All the bears going crazy, but he pulled that off, and with that power move, and AKA that power move was delivering of the Model 3, and how great the overall customers loved it. There were hiccups in it, without a doubt, again, with anything in life, but it really transpired and made Tesla what it is Tesla today. Again, Tesla's whole roadmap was trying to bring the economics of scale of EV cars to the masses. And this is really their proving point in that time. So that was basically around the Model 3. And again, they're talked about that the Model 3, again, this is again when they switched gears, no pun intended here, on their deliveries ramped up. It was all kind of going down to, are they going to be able to meet demand? It's basically was logistics issues. So with that being said, you saw them, the Model 3s, just everyone, the demand just go through the roof. Everyone's like, BMW, Mercedes, Audi, I don't need that crap. Give me a Tesla. And that's what this chart's looking at here. And you see with the crazy amount of deliveries on that as well. And then just how everyone, sorry, the bells are going off in the back. I'm just trading to stop for a Friday. And then it just kind of goes to like the fundamentals of things and how everything's growing. And then, of course, we can kind of look at the chart here once we kind of jump into Thinkorswim on the overall scale of really seeing like, okay, if they are able to produce this car 20x and what their PE is, like again, the Tesla can really just go through the roof. So you have the multiple of the auto deliveries. So again, we know that Tesla reached that 500,000-ish basically on the overall perspective of what the price could be. But again, this was pre the split. So remember, it's in 2018. So switching over to the chart here, get GME closed up at 325. A funny note, I don't know if you guys saw this. There was a boatload of you folks here. I don't know if I can go all the way there on this. I don't use level 2 very much. But what I saw was there was like a lot, like 10,000 orders at 420. Yeah, I know who you were, the 420 boys there and girls. All right, let's just go to Tesla. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit up left and right again. I've been stuck in the office with Mr. Bull. I should give this guy a name. Help me figure out a name for Mr. Bull here, and of course my coffee here, and of course Costco. If you're listening, get one of these. All right. That being said, look at Tesla. And everyone's like, what the flip-flop? It closed down 5% today, but we're not going to be looking at what it's currently looking at, which is closed below 21 EMA. We know that could be somewhat of a bearish. I don't know where the bear went flying to. It's over here somewhere. Could be a little bit of a pullback here. We talked about 800 being pretty significant support. We have kind of broken past that. The next levels we're going to be looking for is around 750 to around 722. And we see on how that continuously to play out with the old Tesla. But now we're going to be jumping into the 2018 chart. So again, we're looking for 2018 of October. We're going to go in here. Boop. All right, so 2018 of October, like look at this. That report came out, okay, on the 23rd. I need to go to a daily chart. Hold on, sorry, folks, sorry. I do apologize. What did I had? Here we go, 10-day, 1 day. 18, there we go. So oh shoot, what day was that again? The 23rd, right? Yeah, 23rd. So it was basically the day of earnings, most likely, and that's really what took off again. If you remember what happened in October of 2018, that was somewhat of I won't say the tipping point, but it was a very key level for Tesla to work from there. Again, we talked about that core strategy, but guess what? It still didn't recover because again, the shorts still went pretty aggressive on it. Like look at this move. It popped higher, hit $75. Okay, that was like $200 back in, or less than $200 around the time, and then it came really crashing down. The real pivot point was basically last year. We saw this doesn't do any justice here. The 19 quarter here. There it is, November 19. Right here, we had that quarter where they actually made a profit on their earnings. And of course, that just really took it off. And again, this story takes time to play out. Again, like everyone just thinks they can make $1 million like that just buying 100 shares of GME. This seems a little bit insane here with this movement that we saw in Tesla that really just popped from basically the 50 to all the way to 67. So it nearly added 25-30% overnight. And then it just kind of meandered into the market here, into the holiday season. And then we just had a huge ramp up. And that's really when we saw the talks about how Tesla was just taking over the deliveries. They fixed the factories. They were expanding into China, all these kind of various components. And then we just saw it just continue to take off here. Of course, starting 2020 out, wasn't the greatest with the pandemic. We came down all the way to around 76. But then ever since then, we've been continuously grinding higher here. With that being said, we are seeing a little bit of a pullback coming in today. Again, we're looking for some initial support around that 756, even back down to 722. I think we can even see it down potentially even to 680, maybe touch it. Something really has to be pretty aggressive in the market to pull back to those prices. So be very mindful of that. Again, with targets to the upside, not just gonna be negative here. We're gonna be some positive pulls here. Trying to get above that $900 level. So $900 has been a very key underlying price that we have not been getting to be able to get above here. With that being said, anything can happen in the market. Just get ready for some volatility. Historically speaking, we have been pretty volatile in the month of February. Again, how do I know that? And how can I say that with somewhat authority? And that is from the help from this book. Again, affiliate link down in the description for Amazon Books is the Stock Trading Almanac here. This is again a nice little handbook here, talking about data, talks about time of day, all kinds of various historical data and charts. Again, it's just a nice little thing to look at as a nice little place for notes. So I kind of put notes in there on a daily basis to kind of see what's going on. Like I literally added on the 25th of this Monday, on the 25th, I wrote game shot short squeeze high of 160. Isn't that funny? I'm a funny character. Anyways, with that being said, I hope you kind of enjoyed this kind of different form video. I know it was a little bit elongated. I kind of wanted to make it a little more entertaining and more fun due to the week of just craziness and just crazy volatility, and just really just not really a fun week, to be quite honest, to be a retail investor on just kind of getting our throats stomped on here a little bit by the big guys. But that being said, chins up, folks. Eyes forward, and we're going to be having another fantastic couple weeks, hopefully, looking at, again, being resilient, moving forward, and just having a grand old time and having optimism in the market, of course. Again, in the short term, a lot of things could happen, so just be very mindful and get ready for anything to be the possibility. Because, again, anything is the possibility with GME closing at 325, potentially going to, it was at 500 a couple days ago. But anyways, I'm going to continue to rant here. I hope to see you on the next video. I hope to see you guys on the next live stream. So please, if you on the way out, hit the like and subscribe again. Check out the affiliate links down below as well, and as well as the Discord. I always forget to talk about the Discord. Join the Discord. What do we talk about today? We talked about the market, of course. We talked about fitness, and we talked about yoga. We talked about all kinds of fun things. So definitely check that out in the description down below. And again, thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I'll see you guys soon. Catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.